And so we see a time where all of Saul's men are leaving him. And Saul's getting concerned that he's not going to have an army. They're all leaving. And so he quickly goes into the temple and he prays and offers sacrifice himself without actually going through the priest. And the reason he said was he needed to get in there and make this request known to God and give God a sacrifice so God would hold his men. And so it was a way that Saul, I mean, you can say was manifesting. He's like, this is what I want, was making his own will more important than God's will. And manifesting has that complete nature, which is, this is what I want. And so I'm going to think positively. And if I only think positively, this thing is going to come about. You know, it's an interesting thing. I also hear a lot of people talk about prayer in that way. Well, I don't know why God hasn't met that prayer request. I have these unanswered prayers. What's impossible to have unanswered prayers if the end of your prayer is what Jesus taught us, which your will be done, Lord. So over my will, your will be done. We hear it when Jesus is really, really struggling at Gethsemane, Lord, take this cup away from me, if it is your will, but your will be done, not my will. I mean, this is Jesus. And so the pattern for us is not that we are directing God. The biblical view would say God directs everything. So manifesting, just like what King Saul was doing to say, I'm going to give you this sacrifice, and you need to give me these men, make sure these men don't come. That is really a way of just manifesting, getting what I want instead of what God wants.